Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Idioms 567. The idiom today is to think outside the box. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. If a person says that one needs to think outside the box, it means he or she should think beyond or outside what is considered usual, traditional, or conventional. One is encouraged to think freely and to try to come up with original or creative ideas to solve or figure out a problem. Okay, let's continue. The idea is related to the illusion of a box being like the usual ways one has to deal with a problem, and that one needs to go beyond that to have more chances of success, especially if the usual ideas or methods are not effective enough. They don't seem to be working, so you need to come up with something else. Okay, let's continue. You may have several versions of this phrase, such as thinking outside the box, so with an ing, or thinking, beyond the box as well. In Australian English, people say thinking outside the square to have the same meaning and use. Let's continue. Some say this phrase may have been popularized by management consultants in the 1970s and the 1980s who challenged their clients to figure out the 9 dots puzzle. The idea was to think beyond the obvious. John Adair introduced the 9 dots puzzle in 1969, and the Walt Disney Company often used this puzzle to train management. So the idea, if you had the 9 dots together, if you draw it straight, just around, but you wouldn't hit the middle dot, then that would be like a square. So that's why it's related to the square. Okay. All right. So the idea of solving the 9 dot puzzle is using 4 straight lines or less without lifting a pen or retracing a line. Okay, so this is basically it here. And if you look, you see if you just start here, that'd be 1 line, you go that way is 2 line, this way would be 3 line, and then 4 line. And really, you're coming down here, you're going beyond the square. So that would be a way that you could solve the 9 dot puzzle. All right, anyway, and we got 3 examples to show just how it's used. Here's the first one. Nothing seems to be working. We need to think outside the box on this issue. Okay, number 2. Don't limit yourself to trying old methods. You also need to think outside the box. All right, number 3. The boss likes to have some members of his team to be able to think outside the box. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.